Hey all, Scott here. First of all, yes, this is me. If you're a real fan, you have already seen me in my little tiny little movie I made so long ago. But yeah, this is me. I'm White, White Man Jump Scare. Ooga booga! I just came back from watching Scream 7. I did say I was gonna do a review about this movie. And I'm gonna say it. I did not hate this movie. I wanted to hate it because if you didn't know, all the behind the scenes stuff that happened in this movie. Melissa Barrera, I think that's her name. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna put it in the screen right here. But yeah, Melissa Barrera she got fired from this movie because she talked shit. You know, she was not okay with what Israel is doing to the Palestinian people. Yeah, she was not okay with that, and she voiced her opinion online. And Paramount decided to fucking gut her from this movie because of that, which is stupid. It's dumb. I hate it. I don't know how anyone would like that. Like, no one should be fired from their political views on anything, not even in movies, on anything. No one should be fired from their political standpoint. But this time they did. Paramount did that, and that sucks. And Jenna Ortega also dropped out because of that, and a lot of people also did, I think. So I wanted to hate this movie because of that. But I gotta be honest with myself and say that I did not hate this movie. Unfortunately, I did not hate this movie because I'm more sad than anything. You know how many views I would have gotten if there was a big ass title that said Scream is absolute dog shit. I would have gotten a fucking million views in a second, dude. Right, like that's the perfect clickbait. But no, it had to be okay. God damn it. With that said, it's definitely one of the weakest ones. I wouldn't say the worst one. I'm sorry, but Scream 3 is absolute dog water in my opinion. Scream 3 is, I mean, at least Scream 3 is funny. But yes, Scream 3 is not good in my opinion. All of the others are fine, or even great, obviously. But crucify me, I don't give a fuck. I don't like Scream 3. But it's definitely worse than all the others that are not Scream 3, so there's that. But here's the topic of this video, finally. By the way, full spoilers. If you don't want spoilers, 6 out of 10. Go watch it if you're not a Scream fan. Only if you're not a Scream fan. Because, as the title says, this is a good slasher. This is a good slasher movie. But it's a bad Scream movie. It's a bad Scream movie because of the reasons that I will get in a bit. First, I want to discuss why this is a good slasher movie. First of all, slashers are insanely hit or miss, especially in this age, you know. We've had absolute dog shit like the Winnie the Pooh movies, the Mousetrap thingy, the oh my god, just these years alone, we've had the fucking Strangers movies. I don't even want to talk about the Strangers movies. God. Oh my god, and I Know What You Did Last Summer that came out last year. God. That was so terrible. So when it comes to slasher movies, this is straight up decent, and I don't think anyone can discuss that. I think we can all agree that this is at least better than all the ones that I just mentioned, so at least there's that. Second, if you're not a horror fan or a Scream fan, this movie is actually pretty good. You wanna know why? Because I went with 3 friends to watch this movie, and all those 3 friends, they do not like horror. Well, it's not they don't like horror, they just don't watch it. They don't watch it as much as I do, they don't play horror games, they just don't like horror as much as I do. And all of them fucking loved it, they loved this movie. So, yeah, straight up, that's why I think this is also a good slasher. Like, if you're not into horror movies, there's no reason why you should hate this, especially if you don't know the behind the scenes stuff too. So there's that. 3, the kills are great. I'm sorry, but the kills are fucking insane. The kill where she gets she's hanging from the thing in the theater and she gets fucking sliced open. Oh, that's so good. And the fucking the ghost face that gets her face fucking annihilated by like 20 bullets. That was incredible. And of course, the beer one. Oh, the beer kill is an all-timer, man. That was cool as fuck. Just that kill was worth the price of the ticket, in my opinion. And finally, it was entertaining. I'm sorry, but it was entertaining. It was an entertaining movie, and that's the bare minimum that a movie should have. So yeah, it has all of those things going for it. It's entertaining. It's got great kills. God damn, I'm so fucking sorry, Jesus Christ. I was not expecting that to be so loud. Oh god, I might censor it. That was disgusting. I can't believe I'm recording myself doing this. It's funny though, so I'm gonna keep it. What was I even talking about again? Oh yeah, it's entertaining. It's got great kills. It's good if you're not a Scream slash horror fan. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, and it's not like we have like great slasher movies all the time. So yeah, I'm sorry. This is why it's a good slasher movie. With that said, it's of course a pretty bad Scream movie, and it's pretty easy to see why. First of all, the ghost faces. They were kind of underwhelming. That's the only thing that I don't like about this movie. The ghost faces were underwhelming as hell. In terms of ghost faces and the entire franchise, these are the worst ones. Even worse than Scream 3. Like, at least that guy was kind of funny. These guys are just... I mean, I like one of the ghost faces, but that's just because she went crazy at the end. But the other two, oh my god. Absolute dog shit, dude. Holy shit. The guy that they kill in the middle of the movie. Well, first of all, it is kind of fresh that they killed the ghost face straight up at the middle of the movie. We've never seen that, so that was kind of cool. But it was a complete fucking rando who we saw in like a scene where he looked funny at Sydney, and that's it. And of course, as soon as you see that, anyone who's not even Scream fans or horror fans just know, oh yeah, that motherfucker's bad. And he was, well, what a fucking shocker. So yeah, that was the first one. The second one, the psychiatrist. Oh god, what the fuck? Who thought of that? What the hell were they thinking? Like, I at least make the other Ghostface, the theater guy. That was a way better option. But no, they made him the psychiatrist who appeared in one scene and had like no fucking like lead into being a ghost face, so that's cool. And the third one, which is still very underwhelming, but I kind of liked it. The girl, the neighbor, I kind of liked it because one, I did predict that one. All of the others I didn't predict, well, except the guy that died in the middle, but let's not even talk about that guy. I did not predict the psychiatrist because that was like dumb. I did not see it coming because it was stupid. But I did see coming the neighbor because in one scene, the ghost face beep boop beep beep gets the code of the store right, and I was like, oh, it's the neighbor, and I felt really smart for that. So that's why I don't hate her. Also, yeah, she went kind of crazy at the end, and that was kind of entertaining. But yeah, in terms of ghost faces, this was awful. So that's one of the reasons why this is a terrible Scream movie. The second reason, though, and this is the most important one, and the one that I don't see a lot of people mentioning, this movie does nothing with the meta of the genre. It does nothing with the genre. If you don't know, Scream movies are always like an encapsulation of the things that are happening in the horror genre as a whole. You know, as an example, let's go through all the movies. Scream 1 was obviously the first one, so it's all it was fresh and all that. Let me drink some water. Oh shit, TF2 is on the background. Awesome, it's from my video, by the way. Go watch that video, it's a good one. But yeah, Scream 1 obviously talked about all the tropes in the horror genre, especially in the 90s, 80s. You know, you had Jamie Campbell. I think was it Campbell? No, it wasn't. But he was definitely called Jamie. Jamie is watching this TV that's got Halloween in it, and he's like, "No, Jamie, look behind you. There's a guy." And oh shit, there's a guy also behind Jamie. That's funny. It acknowledged all the tropes that are in the horror genre, and that was great. We all loved that. Well, we loved it so much that they, like the entire horror genre for like the past, well, not the past, but the post Scream One, they tried to imitate Scream so hard. I mean, I Know What You Did Last Summer is the best example of the Scream wannabe. There was also, what was this movie called? It was, oh fuck. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot the movie. There's another movie that has Jared Leto in it. Fuck, I don't remember how it's called, but I'll just put it in the screen right now. That is also a Scream wannabe. So it was, we liked Scream 1 so hard that everyone just wanted to make it their own Scream. So that was the first one. The second one obviously talked all about the horror sequels, how there's always more chaos, it's always more bloody, it's got more a budget, you know, it's usually longer. They talk all about sequels. There's a whole fucking scene about people talking about sequels in movies, which is kind of cringe in my opinion, but you know, hey, it's meta. It's what Scream does, so that's cool. Scream 3 didn't do that much. Yeah, I didn't really do that much, which is also one of the reasons why I don't like Scream 3 that much. But it did talk a little bit about Hollywood and how many rewrites and production issues there's in the horror genre, you know. So at least there's that, you know, that's something. Scream 4 talked all about the sequels. I mean, not sequels, sorry, the remakes that happened in the early to late 2000s. We had so many remakes of old horror movies in the 2000s. We had Texas Chainsaw, we had Halloween, we had The Hills Have Eyes, we had... What? What, you got a problem? Huh? You want to say something to the camera? Huh? Oh, look at you. You're so cute. What the fuck? Did I see something on the camera? Did something... Wait, has this video been glitching this whole fucking time? God damn it. Well, just don't pay attention to that. Anyways, get the hell out of here, bro. Don't interrupt me, goddamn stupid cat. Anyways, what was I? Oh yeah, Scream 4. A lot of remakes happened in the 2000s and late 2000s, and Scream 4 talked all about that, and that was great. I think Scream 4 is one of the best ones in my opinion. And then Scream 5 came out, and that one talked all about the requels that happened in the late 2010s. We had the Halloween requel, the Texas Chainsaw requel. We had the... Hell, we just got the... God damn it, my cat is going crazy. What are you doing? You just clicked something on OBS. Hopefully you didn't fuck up my entire recording. Get the hell out of here, my dude. You're gonna do something that I don't want. Jesus. It's nighttime, so it makes sense. Cats always go fucking crazy at nighttime. But yeah, Scream 5 talked all about the requels. And that was great. We all loved that. I think Scream 5 is one of the best ones too. And then Scream 6. Scream 6 was... Scream 6 didn't talk that much about that, which sucks. I do think Scream 6 is kind of weak, honestly. But, hey. Sorry, I'm bongoing my cat right now, so she stands still. I keep forgetting I'm recording a video and I shouldn't be doing sounds that get into the mic. At least what Scream 6 did do was mention how... For some fucking reason, a lot of slasher killers. This is the little tail from the cat. It's not something weird. Don't worry about it. Scream 6 talked about how some slashers, for some reason, send their killers to New York. Like, for example, Jason Voorhees or Leprechaun. I think Leprechaun did that. I can't remember actually, but yeah, for some reason, there's always New York in horror franchises. And Scream did that, so that's cool. And then we finally arrive at Scream 7, and Scream 7 did nothing. They did nothing with the horror genre. Scream 7 did nothing. Sure, it talked a little bit about AI and a little bit about nostalgia bait, but first of all, the AI thing doesn't count. The AI thing is an entire thing in the world. It's not a horror genre thing, so that one doesn't count really. And the nostalgia bait thing, sure, it did kind of talk about that, but it only really did that with the opening Also, by the way, the opening is great. The opening is the one thing that I think is objectively good. And they did do a little bit of the nostalgia thing with the last act when all the Stu Macher appears and Dewey and the bad guy from Scream 3, who was really funny. I will give you that. and Billy Loomis's mother. So it did do a little bit of the nostalgia bait, but let's be honest, they've done that like already. Scream 4 and especially 5 already did a lot of nostalgia bait. Well, not bait, but nostalgia. Using nostalgia as a thing, using the original house and mentioning the original and all that. We've already done that, so it's not really fair to say, oh yeah, nostalgia. Also, there hasn't been a lot of nostalgia bait lately in horror. Hell, one thing they could have done about mentioning in the meta of this horror genre right now is mentioning how there's, for some reason, everyone's just grabbing old like mascots, like for example the Winnie the Pooh or Bambi or Peter Pan or Mickey Mouse. People have been grabbing those motherfuckers and turning them into horror. That's a thing they could have talked about, but they didn't do that. They didn't talk about anything, nostalgia bait. But what movie has nostalgia baited in the past few years that is horror? I mean, you could say the requels did that, but again, one, we've already discussed that in Scream 5, and two, is it really nostalgia bait? Is it really? I think it's just calling back to the originals. It's not really nostalgia bait. So I don't think it earns it. I don't think it earns the whole, oh, every Scream movie is an encapsulation and a time capsule of how the horror genre was at that time. This movie didn't do that. And as I said, the Ghostfaces were fucking awful, so that's why this is a bad Scream movie. As I said in the beginning, oh my god, 20 minutes already. Jesus Christ, I need to stop. Sorry. As I said at the beginning, this is a good slasher movie. I will die on that hill. This is a good slasher movie. But it's a bad Scream movie because it didn't do anything that the Scream movies are known for. It wasn't meta. It wasn't genre defining. It wasn't. It just and then the Ghostfaces fucking sucked. It was just not a Scream movie, but it was a good horror movie. So if you're not a horror fan, or if you're not a Scream fan, then I think you would enjoy this movie. So if you want, go watch it. But if you're a Scream fan and a horror fan, yeah, you might be a little bit underwhelmed, as I was. I was a little bit underwhelmed, but I cannot say I hated this movie. This is not a bad movie. This is a decent movie that just so happens to be a Scream movie, because it doesn't really feel like a Scream movie. So that's it. That's the video. It's been 20 minutes already, so I should stop talking. But yeah, expect more of this type of video. I want to do more about this. Mostly just talking to a camera. I think it's really fun. I can see through your soul. Your soul is mine. Sorry, I wanted to do that. I don't know why. But yeah, next movie I'm gonna review is probably either Iron Lung or Ready or Not 2, because Ready or Not 2 is probably gonna be great. I mean, radio silence never misses. And Iron Lung, you might be wondering why I'm just right now looking at Iron Lung, especially since it's out of theaters. Well, it's because it's only arriving now to my country. Yeah, I am in Mexico. I'm Mexican. I'm in Mexico City. Yeah, si no me crees, aquí estoy yo hablando en español. Aquí, les voy a poner subtítulos para que entiendan de qué carajo estoy hablando ahora mismo, pero yeah, Iron Lung is finally coming here to Latin America, so I'm gonna see that and I'm gonna make a review on it. I don't give a fuck that I'm 1 or 2 months late. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna review it. You can't stop me. And then ready or Not 2. But obviously I'm gonna keep doing Dead by Daylight stuff. I also plan on doing Lethal Company bits, but Lethal Company scares the shit out of me. So I don't know about that one. I'll see. But yeah, that was it. See you next video. Subscribe and all of that. Bye bye.